everyone. This is Ryan Hoyme, aka Massage Nerd, and today we have Iris Burman. Hi.
Hi there.
Welcome. So you're a school owner, then, right?
I am.
Yep. And so how did you how did it all come up then about owning a school then?
Well, that was a natural progression of life. I was a teacher since knee-high to nothing, and I knew something. I could teach anything I knew, and it came to be that me and a friend decided we'd start a school. We said we were, and 2 weeks later we had 12 students, so we figured we must be right.
What, that quick?
Yeah, pretty quick. It was pretty quick, and that was 30 years ago.
Wow.
Almost 31.
Yep. And what kind of style? What kind of program do you have then?
Well, our basic program is in what we call TouchAbilities, which is a foundational skill set that we developed in answer to the question of what is the underlying set of skills that form the basis of all modalities. What are the things that are common for every modality that exists? What's common for massage therapists to use?
Yep.
So after 10 years of exploring and developing and answering that question, exploring that question, we identified 26 techniques, or 26 skills. A technique is actually a singular blend of the core skills.
Okay.
We identified 26 core skills, which run the gamut of areas from the physical manipulation, the ones that most of us think about, the things that push and pull and rub and scrape the tissues, to the subtler things that involve breath, energy, cognitive skills, things like guided imagery and directed breathing and balancing energies. Those types of things that really make a difference in the quality experience of massage. Not just that you went and got a rub down, that you really had somebody engaging with you, connecting with you as an individual, really making the treatment that you get very personalized. And you get that through a sense of presence and that honest sensitivity in exchange with another person.
Yeah, definitely. And then how long is your program in general?
It's 624 hours, which translates to either 6 months if you go the intensive daytime program, or 11 months if you go at night, which is 3 nights a week for those 11 months.
Okay. And then what's the website of your...
www.educatinghands.com.
That's a great name. So.
Yeah, we like that name. That one emerged out of one of those universal moments of, aha, that's it.
Yeah. And you recently relocated your school too and stuff. So
recently we did. We were for 27 of our years. We were in 2 different buildings in Brickell Avenue in Miami. And just a year and a half ago moved to the Design District up on Biscayne Boulevard at 39th Street.
Yep.
So we just moved about 5 miles away, but to a wonderful new building.
Yeah, and I saw that building. It's just gorgeous and stuff. And
it's a beautiful building.
Yeah, elevator and the whole works and stuff like that. So
Yeah, you were there. It was a good place.
The massage school makeover and stuff.
Yeah, that was a wonderful event too. To have to move into a new school, being gifted all of these wonderful things that really made the school that much better just to start with.
Yep, exactly.
Great. Perfect timing.
And you're also a founding member of the Alliance.
Yes, the Alliance for Massage Therapy Education. There was a group of us that were already geared to kind of take what was the AMTA Council Schools into an independent status. And we ended up kind of getting motivated through events to kind of do that more quickly and more independently than we had originally thought.
Yeah.
And this is our 3rd year, and that's been a really wonderful thing. The Alliance is a group of educators, by educators, for educators, and all we work is about things to do with education, quality of education, standards of teaching, the elements of what goes into a good massage program, and teaching skills and things that really make a quality difference in delivering massage education.
I wish 11 years ago when I started teaching we had these kind of conferences and stuff, and education-wise. Because the thing is, I got a book and a syllabus, and the next day I had to teach. So
and that's what's really motivating a lot of this teacher standards process, because somebody could be a really fabulous therapist and not really have the skills of teaching. It's a different skill set.
Yeah.
And while many people have both, and people can be trained to the parts that they don't have.
Yeah.
To put somebody just because they're a breathing, living massage therapist and saying, go ahead and teach what you know, really has the tendency to put the students at a great disadvantage.
Yep.
Having teachers that have been groomed in methods of teaching and whose school is always looking at how are we doing that teaching, is it the best, is it the most effective, and learning how to do it differently has been a very important aspect of creating quality teachers. And the Alliance is very much involved in supporting standards for teachers, that we should really get to the point one day where no one would teach in a massage school if they haven't been certified to teach through the method that we have yet to develop.
Yeah. And then you had a guest speaker was Betty Vaughn and stuff like that, and I listened to that, and it was just awesome.
Oh, Benny is an old Florida boy.
Yeah.
Benny is, I don't know where he originally hailed from, but where I met him from was hailing from Gainesville, where he used to own a massage school when he was quite young, and has been such a leader in the field. He's so amazing, and he is a very conscientious individual as far as standard bearing, and so he's a great asset.
Yeah, definitely. And for many years we didn't see him and stuff, but now he's kind of resurfacing and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's sort of receded into his self-development, and now he's ready to come back in and share what he's developed.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful.
And what other kind of things can we see from the Alliance in the future?
Well, the big things that we're working on right now is the Teacher Standards Project. That's the one that's got our most front and center attention, because we really do need to have those teacher standards. And once we've established the standards for teaching, it's about developing a program to be able to get those points across so that teachers really do pass through a scrutiny and a developmental process that allows them to be certified as teachers, that really they get to demonstrate these skills. There are a couple of programs out there that do begin the process of teaching teachers, but there really needs to be something more formal and formally geared to these teacher standards that we're in the process of developing. And right now, that process is online, and anybody can come in and put their 2 cents in, that read over what was done and indicate any ways in which they would improve what was done, so that when we roll it out, we're going to be rolling it out to the general massage public very soon, at which point we really want input from everywhere, because we want this to be truly representative of what is the thought process within the field, so that when we put forth the teacher training program, we know that it's representative of what's needed and what is interesting to the people out there.
Yeah, because my first year of teaching, I wanted to quit every single day too and stuff,
Oh,
because
I'm sure.
didn't have a lot of support and stuff.
Yeah, and that's the value of the Alliance, because one of the subsets of membership is teachers at schools. Teachers don't have not historically had a really effective networking avenue. There have been some little pockets of things. ABMP has been very instrumental in doing some wonderful trainings and
Instructors on the front lines or something like that.
That's been a very valuable contribution to the field. But it isn't necessarily what teachers need. This is teachers thinking about what do we need and then organizing around that to deliver it to each other, and really tapping into the wisdom that lives within the field of teachers, not necessarily looking outside of that, although that's also a value, but really bringing that in so that the teachers, not just that they get a fresh start in getting teacher standards met and being certified as a teacher, which hopefully will be just a few years down the road, but they would have ongoing support through blogs, through networking, through meeting teachers in other parts of the country, and be able to call them up and say, oh boy, I've run into this, what you ever done that? What do you do about that? That kind of networking and support is really valuable. And if you struggle through a couple of years of being thrown on your own to teach out of the, pulling it out of the air, then you know the value it would have been for you to be able to call up Joe down in, 2 states over, who's got a school that is kind of aligned with the way you're thinking, and what is it that you would want to get from them, and what could you do? It's wonderful. As school director, we've had the schools council for over 25 years, so we know, and we regularly will call people up from other parts of the country, other schools, and just kind of say, do you deal with this? How do you deal with this? Here's an idea I have, here's a form I've developed. And really, we do a lot of sharing and inter-school support. That's coming for teachers. That's developing. And the newest piece, which is fabulous about the Alliance, is that focus for continuing education instructors. That's never existed before.
Yeah.
So this is a very first forum for that. And while 25 years ago teachers were trying to struggle with how do we protect my proprietary knowledge while still sharing with others, and discovering how wonderful it is that if we share, we all get raised up. CE providers are kind of there now, and they're really needing to do that kind of sharing so that they realize the value that they can gain in coordination and group support.
Yep, definitely. And then how do people get a hold of you if they want more information about the Alliance or your school and stuff?
Okay, so if they want to contact me about educating Hand School of Massage or about TouchAbilities trainings that they might want to have in their own schools or in their own communities, they can call me at 305-285-6991. That's the number at Educating Hand School of Massage. If they wish to speak about the Alliance, they can certainly call me there directly also, or you can go on to afmte.org, which is the website for the Alliance for Massage Therapy Education. And there's an opportunity there to put emails or to communicate directly and see what we have to offer and really explore the opportunities that are there.
Have you guys decided a place for next year for the conference?
No, we haven't yet.
Okay.
We're working on that. We've got a couple of, we've talked about St. Louis, we've talked about Baltimore. We'll see where it ends up.
Okay. Well, let me know and I'll get the word out. So.
Oh, good. Yes, we'll let you know as soon as we have a clue.
Okay. Thank you very much, Iris.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.